Hi friends and subscribers, hope you're doing well. Well, as you can tell by the title of this video, I finally completed my South Park DVD collection. So I now have literally everything, except for the latest specials, Joining the Pandaverse and Not Suitable for Children, because those two haven't had DVD releases yet. But I will 100% get them when they're released. But apart from that, I am complete at last. I got seasons 16 through 20, which I got today. So yeah, and I promised that I'd do a video as soon as the collection was complete. So here we are. So I've got them on the floor here. So let's start. So we'll start off with season 1. There we go. There's the back. Great season. They're all great. I love them all. It's hard to pick a favourite season. And here's the discs. Okay. Of course, this is a new copy, by the way. This isn't the copy that I got that was damaged, where one of the discs had disc rot. No, this was a replacement that I got. I still have the other one, but yeah, this is the one I watch. That's season 1. Then season 2. Probably the longest season. This has 18 episodes. Now what's funny about this one is that, of course, when South Park was first released on DVD, the earlier seasons were released by Warner International. But that was before Paramount started releasing the complete seasons. So although the case to this one is from the Paramount release, the discs inside are actually the Warner releases. That's because I got this from CEX, and in CEX they had 2 copies of season 2. They had the Warner edition and the Paramount release. Now I picked the Paramount version just because it's in a slimmer case, you know, it's save shelf space, whereas the Warner version's a much more bulkier box. But yeah, and of course in CEX they keep their discs, you know, behind the counter. They don't put them in the cases when they're displayed on the shelves. Stop people from stealing them, basically. And yeah, the person behind the counter put the Warner discs in there. I mean, I'm not complaining because, you know, it's still all the same episodes. You know, it's still season 2. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. But yeah, that's season 2. And season 3. And then the movie, Bigger, Longer and Uncut. Fantastic film. You know, the best animated film ever made, hands down, if you ask me. And it's on one of those double-sided... I'm not a big fan of these double-sided discs, but yeah, but a lot of the early Warner Brothers releases, of course, release these double-sided discs. So one side you've got the disc in just regular format, and then on the other side you've got the film in widescreen format. I suppose it's good. It's good to have both, but I think they could have just released it as 2 discs rather than just having a double-sided disc. I'm just not really a fan of those discs. And season 4. For me, this is where South Park started to get really, really good. Not that the first 3 seasons weren't great. I mean, they're brilliant, but this is where the golden era was just starting for me. And this includes the Pip episode, which I know a lot of South Park fans really hate that episode. And I know a lot of fans hate Pip as a character. But quite honestly, I'm not afraid to admit that I'm a huge fan of Pip as a character. He's actually one of my favourite characters. And I actually like the episode as well, just because it's about Pip. And it's narrated by Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell, come on, what's not to like? And then season 5. This season, of course, introduces Jimmy Valmer, one of my favourite characters. And this also has Kenny Dies, where they quote-unquote killed Kenny off permanently. Of course, they bring him back at the end of season 6. And this also has Butters' very own episode, one of my absolute favourite episodes, because obviously Butters is one of my favourite characters, if not my absolute favourite. And the next one I have are in the box set. So this is seasons 6 through 10. So it's in a slipcase. So this one has Cartman's face on it. Of course, the box set that had seasons 1 through 5, that one had Kenny's face on it. I didn't buy that one because I'd already had seasons 2, 3, and 5. Before I started buying these sets, I just didn't really see the point. So the first 5 seasons I bought separately. I'm not really fussed. My goal was just to have physical copies of every season, which I've now got. So I'm satisfied. Yeah, but these sets are really cool though. This one in particular, though, I'm not really a big fan of how this one's been packaged. There's a lot of discs in here, and in this one you've got. Let me show you here. That because there's so many discs, they put discs on top of each other. I'm not a big fan of this that type of packaging. Just because I think it can risk damaging the discs. Getting them all scuffed and marked and scratched. But I understand, it's a lot of discs, but I think that there's a different way they could have done it. But yeah, all great seasons in there. And this one is seasons 11 through 15 with Stan's face. This one also has a slipcase. Now this one's packaged a lot better. This is how the seasons 6 through 10 set should have been packaged. I mean, because this set has the same amount. This has the same number of discs that this has. And yet, why did they package this one the way they did? This is how the season 6 through 10 set should have been packaged. this is a much neat way of doing it. Season 11. Season 11 is actually one of my favourite seasons of South Park, because it has the Tourette's episode, which was basically my introduction to South Park. That's how I became a fan. And of course, this has the Imagination Land trilogy as well, and Guitar Quero, another one of my favourite episodes, because it's about Stan and Kyle's friendship. Season 12. Of course, season 12 in the music, it's got the musical episode which introduces the character of Scott Malkinson, a character that a lot of fans like to forget about, but I'm a big Scott Malkinson fan. He's one of my favourite characters. And of course has the fish sticks, which takes the piss out of Kanye West. Very funny episode. Medicinal KFC, of course, is in season 14. I love that episode where it parodies Scarface. And then seasons 16 through 20, I got this just today. This one didn't come with a slipcase though, even though it's brand new, it was sealed, but didn't come with a slipcase. Doesn't matter though. Of course, we've got Kyle's face on there. And season 16 has that picture that's from the Going Native episode, which I love because, it's about the friendship between Butters and Kenny. I know they're good friends with each other, but this is really the only episode where they actually explore their friendship. I wish they do more episodes about their friendship. But in the upcoming season 27, hopefully we might see that. And of course, season 20 is a really controversial season. That's a season that divides a lot of fans. I love season 20 personally. I'm not afraid to admit that it's not as bad as it's made out to be. And I'm going to do a video on season 20 at some point. It's where I actually defend it, and I'm also going to explain my reasons for defending it and why I don't think it's as bad, so I'm not going to say anything more about it. Season 19, of course, has the Tweak X Craig episode. This was the only South Park ship that actually became canon. It was originally just a ship by fans. Fans would ship Tweak with Craig, but it came true. And then season 21 through 25, this has Butters' face on it. This one has a slipcase. Of course, the later ones are a bit, the later box sets are a bit smaller because there's less discs, because the later seasons have a lot less episodes than the earlier ones. Season 21. Another season which I think gets a lot of shit from fans. Well, a lot of fans like to shit on the later seasons. I know some fans don't think that modern South Park is that good. I absolutely disagree. I think modern South Park is great. It's like people saying that modern Family Guy isn't great. I think it is. We're all we all have our opinions, but I truly think that modern South Park is great. Season 24, probably my least favourite season because, well, it's only got 2 episodes, and they're like the pandemic specials. I mean, it's a brilliant season. I think it's a great season. Don't get me wrong, but just I love all the seasons of South Park, as I've said. But the reason this one's my least favourite is because of COVID. It reminds me of what I was going through during lockdown. I was in a really dark place. But the way it's executed, it's executed brilliantly. And then season 25, which is all on one disc. It's only 6 episodes on season 25. I think that's what season 27 will have as well. Season 26 was only 6 episodes. So yeah, the seasons of South Park are getting shorter. I kind of wish they'd go back to doing 14 episodes, because that really was the standard number. And I do have the post-COVID specials. It's just a great story. But just with season 24, this is one that I don't revisit too often for reasons that I just mentioned regarding season 24. But just fantastic stuff. And then I have the Streaming Wars. This is a great spot. I like this one a lot better than post-COVID, if I'm being honest. This one has a slipcase. And then last but definitely not least, season 26. I really enjoyed season 26, actually. I think it's probably my favourite season of modern South Park. I just enjoyed every single episode on here. Of course, Butters working at the ice cream parlour. That was probably my favourite episode. So there we go. The South Park DVD collection completed. And what a journey that was. I started collecting over a year ago, so yeah. That journey lasted for over a year, and that journey's now come to an end. Was it worth it? Yes, definitely, 100% worth it. So yeah, I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased with this collection now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm sorry if it went on too long, but I appreciate you sticking around to watch it. And yeah, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, and hope you have a great day. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.